Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Little. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Pitt Panthers offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, Dave.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Off the play fake on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Wiggins. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Noles are marching down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Seminoles pick up the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack in the 20.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
They're bringing heat, moving away from pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let him throw the football. Make him throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
The Seminoles will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Running it back, it's Reeves. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Gain of 8. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He'll keep it himself. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to the well. At the 45 on his way. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flips it out in the flat.
Complete to the back. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense had his number on this one. They should have got a sack there in the pocket on 3rd down. He was able to escape, but nobody quit on the back end. Everybody doing a great job in coverage, forcing the incompletion and forcing 4th down.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on first down. Jones to throw. Trying to get to it. On target. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pocket starts to collapse. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
What a snag by the defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Quick strike complete. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
On second down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's moving out of the pocket. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Jones wants to throw it. Makes his connection. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them to pick up the first.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, no! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Michigan State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over Rutgers. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got his man quickly. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion. Just
a short pass to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man downfield. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Reeled it in. House call.
Number 24.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Jones to throw. Coming after him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. To the ground. He's got it again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Jones wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. still running at the 40. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field.
Let's go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. And the quarterback just couldn't bring... the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it behind the line. It's gone. At the 40, there he goes. Touchdown, Pitt. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they did tack on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quick completion on the out route.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They've only converted 1 time in 3 4th down attempts, but they'll try to move the sticks with this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to run it. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It'll be a draw. Just ran him over. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Noles have taken it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the run, it's Thomas. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all of the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Got it in the middle. It's gone. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
They'll leave it with him. Bulls his way forward. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll put the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. 3rd down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Field goal is good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. That's just steamrolling the defense. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Jones to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain.
And he's running in the open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Rutgers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter. Quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to rock out of here with the belt.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. You've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. No.
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When does panicking ever really come? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking in anticipation of this battle today. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes on the field first today. Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Well, one thing we know is you work year-round for a rivalry game, and now it's right before your eyes. Let's see how these guys play today.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders that keep them focused on the task at hand.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
They'll kick it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So Florida State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And on the carry, he's heading left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll feed the back again. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff in a single back formation. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a first down. They'll test the right side here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to throw. It's Jones. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Handoff heading left. Fights through a tackle. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
7, Clemson, 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain belief they're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Back to pass. It's Jones. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Ball is free in the backfield. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Trying to find some room. It's Thomas. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. After a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Using his legs here. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Noles will look to convert here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, there's nothing better than that. 4th down and 1, hand it off to your back. He's able to get behind that offensive line and pick up the first down for a new set of downs.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20.
The returner is tackled down at the 37, and the Florida State offense will take over.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Jones. Lets it go quickly. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The ball. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Jones. Defense is coming after him. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
The Seminoles trying to cash in here in the red zone. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Makes a quick catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down.
You call quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. Going to bring up 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the 1st half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
He stays alive, trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Tries to get it to the running back. And this pass is caught. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. play right here. Looking downfield, it's Jones. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. A handoff to the back. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They get the second half started with their running play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years. And this.
So hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Takes the handoff again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the important third down attempt for this offense. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off and try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position.
They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Testing the right side here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that...
There's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid.
Touchdown, Clemson. That puts him on top in the second half.
What a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the PAT is good, puts them up 5. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Kromenhoek. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a 1st down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Weinke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Noles pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Play action here on first down. Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett. Of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
See if they can punch it in. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down here for this offense. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Kromenhoek. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
Looking for the wideout. And is intercepted. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Now, 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Kromenhoek. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And wow, it's good from 59 yards away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
building this big lead. They're set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. That's a bullet over the middle. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. The offense now has great field position to start the drive.
42 Spider.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Clemson. And the route is on. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. 16. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But
here's a shot toward the right sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Knowles.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw to the left side. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Makes the defender miss. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now. Well, so much emotion coming into this game. Always tough to lose to your rival and know the other side's going to have bragging rights now.
Yeah, this one hurt.